It's been revealed that Fox Studios intends to campaign for a Best Supporting Actor nomination for Andy Serkis for his motion capture portrayal of Caesar in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Serkis has generated Oscar discussion in the past with his portrayal for Gollum in the Lord of the Rings films and Caesar in the previous Apes films. John, your thoughts on Fox pushing for an Andy Serkis nomination?
Well, before I get into my thoughts on it, this really should be pointed out. There was a discussion going on yesterday after the show was done about Andy Serkis, specifically here in the studio, about whether or not they'll even push for him to get an Academy Award nomination. And I thought if they do, I had heard they were going to push him for Best Lead Actor. And Christian Harloff was saying, man, I don't know. I just really feel like if they're going to do a push and they're going to push him for Best Supporting Actor. And I said, I don't know, man. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's going to happen. Boom, it happened. Yeah. And there it is. How do I feel about it? I'm really, really torn. And here's why I'm torn. I have argued for years that the best performance in a movie is the best performance in the movie. Much like the animated argument. I don't care. I don't like the best animated category. Best movie is the best movie. If Up is the best movie of the year, it should win Best Movie of the Year. If Ratatouille is the best movie of the year, it should win Best. I don't care if it's animated. I don't care if it's claymation. I don't care if it's a flip book. I don't care. If it's the best movie, it's the best movie. I thought Andy Serkis, and I made a case that I believe he should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nomination for the last Planet of the Apes movie. Yeah. Because of what he's able to bring. Now, what people will often say to me is, but John, there are visual effects artists with things on top of them and do all this kind of stuff. Yes, that is true. My counter argument to that has always been, though, every actor, no actor has ever given a performance that is just them. Their final performance is a product of their individual work, what they do, the direction the director gave them to do it, the lighting that lighting people and ADs do to put on them, the costume designers who put on costumes, the makeup artists who make them look a certain way, the other actors around them who give them subjects to play off of. The bottom line is no actor is on an island. It is always a collaborative effort that is brought together and culminizes in that person. None of that is any different than with Andy Serkis, except there's a different, unique layer to it with digital artists. But if you talk to Peter Jackson, talk to all these guys, the performance and what you're seeing, if you talk to the directors of both the Planet of the Apes movies, that's all Andy Serkis with a digital costume on him. So I'm for it. But here's the other side of me. I hate that they're pushing him for Best Supporting Actor. Why? Because this makes a joke, much like the Christian Bale in The Fighter. Christian Bale was not the Best Supporting Actor. He was one of the lead actors of that film, and they knew he couldn't win the Best Lead Actor Oscar because the King's Speech, Colin Firth. Colin Firth was a lock to win that. They knew we can't win against him, so let's just take him out of that and put him in the Best Supporting Actor category. It makes the Best Supporting Actor category a dumping ground. It disrespects the work that supporting actors do. This Planet of the Apes movie starts with Caesar, and it ends on Caesar. And all the way through, it is a movie about Caesar. Caesar, and Andy Serkis, is the lead actor of this movie. He just is. And for them to say, now take it, well, we know we have no chance to do something in the Best Actor. Let's take in moving into the dumping ground now that is the best. I believe it makes a travesty of the category. I think it disrespects the work of supporting actors. So while I really want him to be pushed for an Academy Award, I do not want them to break the spirit of the rules and say, everybody knows he's the lead actor, but we're going to put him where we have a chance to win. Why not just say Andy Serkis, best lighting designer? Like, why not? Maybe he has a better chance at there. To me, it bothers me, so I'm torn about it. Love it and hate it at the same time. What do you guys think?
I love it, and I think, look, a loophole is a loophole, and if you can, and for what a lot of your points, I actually really agree with, but this is such a different thing because of performance capture and how everyone's really trying to understand it. And your point, which I thought was well made, into where it's a collective, no different than any other actor, but just different. It needs to, if you got to find the best way to push this, and if it's by getting him a supporting actor nom, let's do it. Because you even had Jason Clarke. You could have the argument that Koba had a pretty big scene too, but that's who I want to touch on here is Koba. This is the reason I think he's going to get nominated. I really do think it's going to happen this year. I might be the only one. I might be on that island that you were talking about. But I think he will be nominated because of Toby Kebbell. Because what people don't realize also when it comes down to Academy voting is that their peers have a lot to do with it. The acting peers. And I think that the actors are starting to realize more and more what performance capture does with performance. And I think that it was Toby Kebbell who really showed that, because everyone's, oh, that's just like an Andy Serkis thing. Andy Serkis does his thing and he's the best at it, but that's his thing. No one else is really doing that. And you saw the levels of what Kebbell did in this movie as Koba, and you went, whoa, whoa, that's not a one-man game. A lot of people with the effort and the ability and the tools of an actor can put in performances like Andy, and Toby Kebbell did it. And because of that, I think that's why Andy Serkis is getting nominated, because he's Elvis. He is Elvis of performance capture, and you remember Caesar. He's a character everyone remembers.
Yeah.
It should happen, and I think the best supporting actor, let's make it happen.
Mary?
Yeah, you've all made great points. I think progress is a process, and I think the Academy is known for being comprised of older white dudes who have a very specific taste, and I think what's happened over the years is the Oscars have kind of alienated a huge movie-going public. I think they've often chosen period dramas and specific roles, and I think, if anything, Fox will, they'll launch this campaign, and I think the Oscars or the Academy will hopefully understand that by welcoming this and by nominating him, they're actually showing faith in the movie-going audience, and they're maybe reestablishing some broken ties there. So it would be smart for them, frankly. I think he deserves it. I agree with you that it's unfortunate that it has to be supporting, and that supporting actor category becomes kind of like a dumping ground. That said, I think performance capture is something that people are, like you said, still trying to kind of figure out. So let this be the groundbreaking moment where the Academy kind of wakes up and says, this is legitimate. Like last year with Scarlett Johansson's performance with Her, people were up in arms because she gave a wonderful performance, even though it was her voice and not technically her whole body. So again, technology is kind of impacting the way people perform, and it's changing the goalposts. And I hope he gets nominated. I think he deserves it.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.